Welcome to Strat News Global Tech. I'm Aishwarya, your host for the day, and here are some pictures that I want to show you. Well, this is a story about climate change, but it's not the kind you think. This is about using artificial intelligence to save the climate and our world. Year after year, wildfires have been claiming loss of life and property. Last year alone, a record greenhouse gas level had helped bring temperatures to an all-time high. The extreme weather that followed wreaked havoc across the globe. Wildfires were fueled, and natural disasters forced the displacement of 7.7 million people globally. This is the highest number since the records began in 2008. But I'm here to tell you some good news. A European Climate Research Institute is using AI to predict the possibility of wildfires across the globe. The ECMWF has created a model named the probability of fire, which literally does so. It uses machine learning methods to analyze a wider set of data for more precise predictions of wildfire locations.
So I think the machine learning really helps with getting the more precision on the location of where a fire might occur. And this is relevant for agencies involved in suppression activities because then they can allocate resources into the locations where the fire might actually occur as opposed to just a widespread warning system that currently exists.
This is a bit different from the model used previously. Historically, fire forecasts were done using a method called the Fire Weather Index. This uses 4 weather variables: temperature, wind, precipitation, and humidity. However, there are some limitations to this model.
So historically for fire forecasting we use what's called the Fire Weather Index. So what we know from that is that it doesn't account for a lot of things. It doesn't account for fuel, it doesn't account for ignition sources and things like that. So what we try to do here is we try to incorporate more data into a machine learning framework. So although a lot of this data can't be explained physically, we can use machine learning to get a better forecast using that data without the knowledge of the physics underlying it. So we incorporate fuel, ignition sources, and also the existing weather that we previously used in the machine learning model to predict not just fire danger, but the probability that a fire might occur in a given location.
Take the example of the devastating wildfires in Los Angeles this January. It killed over 12 people and damaged or destroyed nearly 8,000 structures. Unusual wet weather conditions in the period leading up to the fires caused ample vegetation growth, also called as fuel. This fuel was then made flammable by exceptionally dry weather at the start of winter. The probability of fire method took that fuel abundance into account and identified the regions that could be more severely impacted by wildfires.
This new method, the probability of fire, having the memory of the fuel abundance in their formulation, allow to really identify those regions that could be much more affected compared to simpler method that only consider weather. And this is why our prediction in this case was much more precise and pinpointed the exact location when very close to Los Angeles where fire really occurred.
An AI-powered wildfire detection method can be used by fire prevention agencies to identify the fire risk locations. This will also allow authorities to allocate resources appropriately and in turn help in risk mitigation, which means that's good news for us. That's it from us today. Stay tuned to Strat News Global Tech as we bring to you more such exciting stories.